Hey, what's up, guys? What's going on?
It's you, Brian.
What's going on? Got Fleming Moore over here, singer, songwriter, actor.
Slash
What else you got going on?
founder of Bummerville Amphitheater.
Right, entrepreneur, nonprofit guy. We're doing a little special show today, so this will come out hopefully later on today, actually. So if you're hearing this, hopefully it's still Friday. What's the date?
It is March
20th?
the 20th, the first official day of spring.
I might need something from my mic over here, man. It needs some.
Here, what it needs
Needs
is
a weight or something over here.
Okay, hold on. Let's get this.
A little
Let's
brick,
hook you
a
up.
little brick right there, probably.
Probably will work. There you go, sir.
Perfect. All right, so I'm going to open a beer since this is still a show loosely about craft beer. And we'll mention this real quick, and then I got a little advertisement to do, and then we'll get right to the show, guys.
I'm opening up a water. It's Aha. I think I got it at Harris Teeter.
It's a brand of water.
Sparkling water, yes.
Well, this is a Captain Lawrence New England style IPA. It's called Tears of Green. I think they did it for St. Patty's Day, so everybody is they are crying tears of green because everything was pretty much canceled for the damn St. Patty's Day events and stuff. But we got that beer in. It's pretty good. And let me tell you a little bit about it real quick. This is made with Motica and Citra hops from, like I said, Captain Lawrence Brewing Company, which I believe... Let me open up a new tab here. I want to say Captain Lawrence is out of Florida. Nope, they're out of New York. I was way off. What the hell was I thinking about that was in Florida? Doesn't matter. These guys are out of Elmswood, New York. The beer is an Imperial IPA dry hopped with Motica and Citra hops. Big, citrusy, and silky smooth is what it says. 7.5% ABV, 70 IBUs. It's got an average rating of 4.02. Also, before we get started, I just want to mention Lutz Property Services. You can find them on the interwebs at lutzpropertyservices.com. You can give them a phone call at 843-203-3906. While your business is down, maybe you're definitely lacking some traffic going in and out of your business. So now would be a good time to maybe do some of those improvements that you need to do. Maybe fix the plumbing, you got a floor that needs fixing, some walls put up, any kind of construction need that you want, Lutz Property Services can hook you up. All right, sir. That's all my advertising.
Well, I'm interested.
What are we doing here
Lutz
today?
Properties. I actually have some stuff, so we'll
Lutz
talk
Property Services?
after the podcast.
All right.
Because I didn't quite catch that number, unless you want to repeat it one more time.
Oh, I could repeat it.
Yeah.
Let's
What's the
see.
number? I'll probably memorize it.
It is 843-203-3906. That's Lutz Property Services.
203-3906.
You got it.
South Carolina area code. Cool. Loose Properties. Well, Brian, you're a food service industry worker.
I am. Homegrown Brew House.
Yes.
117 South Main Street.
And I'm a food service industry worker. I've kind of been trying to do it incognito because...
Oh, I didn't know. I've been telling everybody.
I deliver chicken for a living. Yeah. So anyway, in the evening time, and I'm fortunate to have the job, but we all know how we are being affected. And fortunately, as a driver, I'm not being affected like some of the servers. So that's what I'm here to talk about today.
Right.
Mainly is food service workers, and a benefit series of benefit live stream shows from right where we are here that I'll be having in the next few weeks. I'm trying to raise $5,000 for 10 food service workers and to help them out. And but while we're on the subject,
I told the airport to stop traffic.
yeah, well,
but
that's
it didn't.
okay. We need travel.
Yeah.
And we need businesses to do the best they can during this period. So before we get started, I wanted to mention, let's just run down some of the places in Somerville that you can stop by, and it'll help a food service worker. Coastal Coffee Roasters is one. They're open from 7 o'clock in the morning to 2 p.m. in the afternoon.
That's
And
new
they have
hours.
curbside service. I haven't stopped by yet to have a coffee, but I will, and it looks like they're obviously following the guidelines of safety. Homegrown Brew House, what's happening over there?
Yeah, Homegrown Brew House. The past 2 days we've been doing 5 to 8, so 3 hours of business. Today we're going to extend that by an hour, so we're going to go 4 to 8. We got package sales. We just got some new beer in today. I just put it on the shelf and in the cooler. We got some package stuff in. We've got plenty of growlers. People have been graciously bringing us growlers so we can recycle those growlers and give them out to new patrons. We had a buyback program that we were doing for that. So if you brought in a 64-ounce growler, we'll buy that back from you for $5. And if you bring in a 32-ounce growler, we'll buy it back from you for $3. Most people have just been donating them and not worrying about the buyback program. They just want to help out and give people a means to get some libations if that's what they choose to do with their money. So we're doing growler sales, package sales, and then we also have a special food menu that Jonathan Dupriest has put together from Dupriest Hospitality. And we'll be doing some, basically some hot dogs and some waffle fry type stuff that you can get to go. Everything is to go.
That's good.
You can come into the counter and order it, wait for it, and then we'll send you on your way.
Still doing the craft dogs?
Craft dogs, that's what we're doing.
those are awesome. So when we support establishments like that, and the place I work, the Kickin' Chicken, we're of course doing delivery from 11 to 10 p.m. or 9 p.m. I think. I don't know whatever the guidelines are, but when you order food or stop by for any of these businesses, it keeps food service workers employed.
Absolutely.
Those of us that are still fortunate to have a job.
That's right. And there's a lot of people out there that are still working. I mean, a lot of these places like ourselves, Kickin' Chicken, they're still doing curbside service and some to-go stuff. I know Gray's out there in Mount Pleasant, some other places are offering wine bottles, and they're selling off pretty much all their stock. I think the only thing you can't get curbside is liquor. So nobody can go out there and sell you a bottle of Maker's Mark from their business or whatever. I think that's illegal. But they can do package sales, beer and wine. So I think most people are doing that. But so you still got some people working and hopefully making a wage, but a lot of them are still working on tips. So even though you're going in, getting this stuff to go, and you're maybe not getting the service that you normally get by sitting down at a table or at the bar, we're asking people to still please, tip these servers and bartenders. A lot of them, that's all they're depending on is tips.
Right, absolutely. You don't make anything by the hour, so to speak, when you're a server.
Right.
Delivery drivers have it a little bit better, fortunately. But anyway, I know
we had an event here last night.
Yeah,
that went pretty well.
Yeah, I understand everybody's stressed out now, a little bit, and I'm coming down off of it. And what was the inspiration for this series of benefit live streams was I read a post on Facebook that said, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. And I had a lot of anger about the way this crisis has been handled by the current administration. And so rather than using all that energy for that, I've decided to let it go. We are where we are. And what can I do to help the situation? And Tuesday evening, I saw 20 people lose their jobs. I kept mine. Some of these single mothers with children, and they had fear in their eyes, and I said, I can do better than to criticize the president. So I might criticize him some more in the future, but I'm laying off of that and putting my energy into trying to raise $5,000 for 10 food service workers that are in need today.
Right. And I'm glad you brought that up, because I've changed my gears as well. I was putting out some negativity out there online, and I think in some instances it needed to be, some things need to be said, and some things need to be brought up and addressed and brought out into the light. But I feel the same way. I feel like now at this point in time, it's better just to let's spread some positivity and forget some of the negativity and the partisanship that we've had, and let's all work together. Whether it be Congress, whether it be the United States as a whole, whether it be the world, just everybody come together and do stuff for each other instead of against each other.
Yeah, we're citizens of the United States.
Right.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're
I'm
citizens
not
of
a
the world.
Democrat or a Republican.
Right.
Never
Me
have
either.
been either one. But at the end of the day, we're all Americans.
Right.
We're all human beings here on this planet. Trying at this point, I think this is an international.
Right. So I guess what we're doing, right? I mean, in lieu of people being, last night you were supposed to be playing at Homegrown Brewhouse, as a matter of fact. So instead, in lieu of people going out and actually performing live, musicians are going to live streaming now. This is going to be the new normal for a little while, and keeps people social distancing. People can still log in and enjoy the music on Facebook. I think we may try setting up a YouTube live feed as well, or
You
something.
can. That's in the future. We're actually, hopefully, the goal is to improve technologically with each show. So we'll see how things go.
Right, because we could do it on Facebook, we could do a YouTube feed, an Instagram as well. You could do all three and reach more people, whatever.
So I wanted to also, the musicians are being affected by this as well. So, but musicians are kind people and willing to aid in the effort. And while they're performing, they can put up a live tip jar for themselves. But last night, what happened is the musicians that received donations for their live tip jar donated it straight to Bummerville Amphitheater, which says a lot to me about musicians. So hopefully these series of live stream events will be something you could enjoy to pass the time and help you connect. We're practicing social distancing here in the backyard, and it's going well. So I don't mind a few people coming by and observing. It's a big enough backyard. Just let me know. We want to keep the numbers, at 10 so that we're not.
Right.
And that's the way it worked last night. We had 5 musicians and three audience people, I think.
Right. Yeah, so we're doing these things. So we're not asking you to actually come and participate live in person. Like Fleming said, we don't want a large gathering over here, but there will be a few people invited, and of course the musicians will be here, and a few people to do some of the recording and some of the technical stuff, like you said. But people can go to Bummerville.com.
Yeah, www.bummerville.com and make a donation. Also, if you would go like Bummerville Amphitheater on Facebook and set it so that you're notified when we go live, so you'll get a notification. We usually go on 15 minutes before the show actually begins. It's, you have to watch people tune guitars and stuff like that, so I would suggest tuning in at 7 if you could.
Right. I mean, it's no different than if you went to a concert live. The doors open early, you get in there, you see people doing sound checks and everything else. I think it's kind of a similar thing, but yeah, get in there early. And the fun thing about Facebook is you can actually start a watch party. You can log into that thing and hit that you want to host a watch party, and you can invite all your friends, and all you guys can sit there and chit chat about the music and make small talk and add memes and just make it fun. Make it enjoyable. Go to Bummerville.com, hit the donate button on the very front page there when you open it up. That'll take you to the link to donate for these food and bev workers here locally. I actually made a post on my personal page, so you can go to my page, Brian Dale Sr., on Facebook, and there's a donate button on one of my posts there that you can log in and donate directly from there. But yeah, just making some love out there and trying to give some money and some stuff back to those in need.
Yes, it's I think we're headed for a new normal, and hopefully when we get back to the way it was, sorta, it'll never be the same, I doubt, but we can continue to pursue music and art, and I'd like to share my backyard with lots of people in the future. Now's just not the time.
Yeah. And I think I don't think we started this movement, but there's definitely a movement out there. I've seen everybody doing live shows now. So the Rinkins, Chris and Lori, they did a show last night.
Right. Dan Riley.
After we ended, so we ended at 8. They started at 9. Dan Riley is doing one from his front porch tonight. I think
6:30.
6:30.
Yeah. So
And I'm sure there's some other ones out there. Those are just the only two that I've been privy to so far.
And Dan said if you felt like driving by and parking on the road, you could sit and listen outside as well.
Yeah, same thing. He didn't want a big gathering out there, but if you're driving by, give him a shout and throw some money out your window at him or something if you need to. I'm sure Dan will do good things with the money.
Absolutely.
But get out there. There's stuff to enjoy still. People don't have to be locked up in their house and have nothing to do and just binge Netflix all day. They got a whole bunch of options.
Right. And I saw 10 positive things that had come out of the situation. There's always a silver lining. Pollution is down in China. The price, because people aren't going to their cars, the price of gas is down. Now that's a silver lining for me. But what I've decided to do with some of my idle time, rather than constantly listen to the news or watch Facebook, I'm taking up sculpting, and a lot of artists are doing this. In your spare time, everybody's got a creative side. Anybody can be an artist. All you have to do is claim that you're one. This right here, Michael Friend made for us and brought it over. It's an incense burner, and
I need one of those.
Yes, like it's cool. Mike Friend, and he's participated in it. I know I'm going off course here, but I forgot to mention, if you are a performing artist and would like to be involved in one of these benefit shows, email me at shady@bummerville.com and we'll try to get you in on it. I already well-charged part of them, and realize that the stage is only so big, so the most we can handle is 4 on the stage to employ the safe guidelines. So well charged is looking at a date, and some other people. Mike Friend's going to be back for a show this Saturday. It's going to be Eric Barnett and myself along with Tanner Dipey. We're going to be here at 7 o'clock.
So 7 to 9?
7 to 9.
On Saturday night. And we're going to do a live Facebook from there, at the very least.
At the very least. So now I'm going to sculpt this into a hand.
Looks like it already is. That's what I thought it was.
I started it. Yeah. Actually, the good Lord, Spirit of the Universe, did most of the work. All I did was chop the tree down.
Right. And, just a shout out. So last night we had Mike Friend, like you said, and the Lowbillies, which is Ron Gill and Bert Ross, which was, they have more members too. But
right, and they're going to be, speaking of them, they're going to be live streaming on April the 18th as well.
Okay, the Lowbillies?
The Lowbillies, over at an undisclosed location. But anyway, that's I want to give them a shout out for that too as well.
Okay. And last night what you did was an open mic style. So every Thursday is what you're going to bring to the table at this point until some of the other open mics can kind of get back up and running. We're going to try and run one from here.
Absolutely, because I know that's a void in some people's lives that aren't able to sit in and watch a open mic. I mean, I know those people at Coastal Coffee Roasters are missing it, and so.
And Kupamana, they've shut theirs down on Tuesday nights too, I think. So.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. And, I mean, we're going to continue until we get on a lockdown, and then at that point, we're going to have to decide whether this is essential work or not.
Right.
Right. That's the.
Well, I mean, you just wouldn't be able to have any gatherers, I guess.
But I mean,
legally. But I know we talked about it earlier. California and New York has already said lock down, man. Don't leave your house unless you absolutely have to. So that could be coming to some of the bigger states and the bigger populations in the world.
Right. I think if they use common sense approach, those places that need it. I hear that Atlanta might be the next one.
Yeah.
Big one.
Atlanta's going to be big. They're shutting down the beaches in Florida. They actually shut down a lot of the parks and beaches here locally just a little while ago. So don't go out to the Edisto Park or the Folly Park or Isle of Palms or any of those guys. They're shutting it all down, the Folly Pier. I think the beaches in general. I'm not positive, but just check your local news. You can figure it out.
Yeah. I think it's actually already making a difference.
Yeah. All right.
Making a difference. I think we're good. Anything else going on?
I can't think of anything. I mean, normally I talk about all the music we got coming up at Homegrown, but nobody's playing up there right now. So get out and hit your live streaming events. Like I said, Dan Riley is tonight, 6:30. We're going to be back up here at Shady's Rest tomorrow.
It's 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
And you don't have to wait till then to donate to this food service workers benefit. It's at www.bummerville.com. Red donate button. Just hit it. $2, $5, whatever you can afford would help. Thank you.
Right. And then one more time, what's the email address so they can email you if they want to book a show?
If you want to book a show, it's shady@bummerville.com. I could think of a few people that used to do the Homegrown Brew House that are off for the next few weeks that were on the lineup that would like to join in. Especially some of you monthly guys, you know?
Yeah, tonight was supposed to be Dan Riley, so go watch his show tonight.
So Dan Riley, Paul Stone, Joshua Jarman.
Yeah, Joshua got canceled for the
Shady
for the open mic and for the Ice House.
All right, guys, get on board.
Yeah, if you want to hit up craftconversationspod@gmail.com as well, you can get through me to book shows as well if you can't reach Fleming. So I think that's about it. I'll try and get this thing out sometime today, later on this evening. Come to Homegrown Brew House 4 to 8.
One last plug, man.
All right.
Little Cooper on Amazon Prime. Rent it. There's a shady guy about 30 minutes into it. You might recognize it, but no, seriously, I was in a film that's been released on Amazon Prime. It's called Little Cooper. It's
$1.99 to rent.
$1.99 to rent. You can own it forever for $2.99.
Yep.
So check it out. You might like the trash operator.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Thank you, Brian.
Is that about it?
Yeah, thank you very much for all you do.
All right, buddy. Appreciate it.
Right,
and you as well.
And it's what Loose Properties is who I need to call.
Loose Property Services.
And the number is 203-3906.
Holy crap, you're right. 843-203-3906.
That's why I'm good with numbers, and I spot things in campaign contributions that other people don't see right off the bat. Thank you.
Right. Appreciate it, guys. We'll talk to you soon.